Hey everybody, One of Weezum here. It is Wednesday, September 11th, 2013, about 11:20 at night. This is one of those things that's really hard for me to do. I'm going to use my phone to scroll across and read to you. Long story short, Pumpkin Eye-Brawl is real. He's legit. I've tried to express that as best I can. My issue and what slowed me down is I haven't had internet. That's back up and going, thus so am I. The good news is this will be news to most everyone. Some of you probably already know about it. That said, it was news to me seeing the actual list of characters on the back. Not for every element, mind you. We'll take a look at that in a second. But my Pumpkin Eye-Brawl I pre-ordered wasn't there. He is in transit. I'm guessing tomorrow he'll show up. They claim Grand Theft Auto 5 is the reason for the slowdown. I don't know about that, but he is real. I actually, like I said, I pre-ordered him last Wednesday. When I was in last Wednesday, this was not there. This, of course, refers to not necessarily this. That's your Dark Edition starter pack, which I hope everyone's pre-ordered. The Tower of Time AP, Fiery Forge Battle Pack, yada yada. Those are really the only two things us in America can pre-order right now. Right here we see the front of the starter pack. We've got Blast Zone, Washbuckler, Ninja Stealth Elf. You kind of know all that stuff. Bear with me again here. These are always hard to do. I'm going to actually read this on my phone because it's small print there. This is what was exciting. This is the box that it wasn't there last Wednesday when I was in. It's an actual display box, and on the back, instead of being blank like they usually are, there's actually some information here. You can see Rattleshake, Free Ranger, Firecracken, and if you're smart, you can see character list down at the bottom. That's the big thing. That said, Swappable Unstoppable embark on an exciting new adventure with the Skylanders and the Swap Force. For generations, the Swap Force protected the volcano that replenishes Skyland's magic. That is until an epic battle caught them in an eruption that blasted them apart, sent them to Earth, and gave them the ability to swap powers. Only you can mix and match their tops and bottoms, put them on the new portal of power, and save Skylands. And again, you got 256 combinations and new portals highlighted. Again, that's a good look at Firecracken for those of you that haven't seen him yet. Let's see, what is my next slide on there? This is all one picture on my phone, so bear with me here. Bring the Skylanders to life. We're going to go in order 1, 2, 3, 4. Blast Zone, Washbuckler, Blast Buckler, there he is in the game. Embark on a new adventure. Got a Washbuckler screenshot. Conquer a new Swap Zone challenge. Explore new magical worlds. Play with your friends. Battle to save Skylands. Don't think I'm going to have time to cover the Series 3, Series 2, and Light Core. Go to the blog. Hate doing that, but I'm trying to get this cranked out for you. That said, what is more important here is this. We've got the Life and the Air Element Skylanders listed off. The way they've structured this, first two are your Swap Force, then your Light Core, then your three reposes, be they, from SSA or Giants, and then your two brand new ones. So let's take a look here. Stink Bomb, Grilla Drilla, Light Core Bumble Blast, Ninja Stealth Elf, this is the big one for folks, Thornhorn Camel, now confirmed, and we know what he looks like, Zulu and Bumble Blast. Air Element, we've got Free Ranger, Boomjet, Light Core Warnado, Hornblast Whirlwind, Turbo Jetvac Popthorn, and another one that was just recently revealed, I couldn't really talk about it, Scratch. So again, your format 2 Swap Force, the Light Core, your 3 repos, be it from a Series 3 or Series 2, and then our brand new 2 characters per element there for Swap Force. Coming over, the other 2 elements that are listed, this will be 4 of the 8, Fire and Undead. Fire, our 2 Swap Force, Blast Zone, and Firecrack, and our Light Core Fire will be Light Core Smolder Dash. Next up, Lava Barf Eruptor, Firebone Hot Dog. Again, I would have loved to have seen that as a Light Core. Look, has a lot of potential there. Then Frino, we've seen some gameplay on him, and lastly Smolder Dash. Again, note we do have both of those. I'll cover that in a second. I want to do Undead. Our 2 swappers, Rattleshake and Night Shift, known them for a while. Same with Light Core Grim Creeper. Repose 1, Twin Blade Chop Shop. Repose 2, Phantom Cinder. Roller Brawl, and then of course your standard Grim Creeper. So pretty cool, namely because it lets us see the pose of these characters. Similarly, granted, I've known this stuff for quite some time. It's not necessarily information that's been officially released. It's just kind of been leaked incidentally, and because of that, I didn't want to go public with it, and have to go through a video maybe being taken down, or I have to pull a blog post, after people have seen it, etc. This one, since it's on the back of a box in GameStop, I'm going to run with it, assume everything's clean. The biggest news, though, is Thornhorn Camo. We now know that Camo is coming back. Of course, bear in mind, if you look at that box art again, we've got the first repose, which is Ninja Stealth Elf. She will, of course, that's her Series 3 form. Then Camo, since he was in SSA, wasn't in Giants. This will technically be his Series 2. I know a lot of people still have trouble with this. It essentially means you've seen Spyro in SSA, you saw him in Giants, that was a Series 2. And then when you see Mega Ram Spyro in Swap Force, that's his Series 3. So with Camo, even though he's been around and playable, in Giants, since he wasn't an actual figure you could purchase in a repose, he is Series 2. Hopefully that makes sense. It's really the best way I know to explain it. It makes sense to me, but again, I think a lot of people are having trouble. Say that we had all of the castaways coming back, Dino Ring and Voodoo, for example. People are wanting to label them as Series 3. That is not the case. Those 8 that were originally cast away, assuming they all came back, which they're not, but say that they did, they would be Series 2. And then our 24 others from SSA that were there in Spyro's Adventure, they're in Giants and back in Swap Force, they will be Series 3. So again, but the main thing here, most of this was known. I mean, Thornhorn Camo is a pretty big deal, and we get a good look at him here. Light Core Warnado, I think this is the first time I've been able to really showcase him. Hornblast Whirlwind, I mean, we're taking a first look at her really, character pose and figure. Scratch, that is our other brand new Air Element Skylander. Again, ties in with Popthorn, Zulu, Bumbleblast, etc. Looks interesting. Should bring something there. I kind of like Jetvac Series 2 repos here as he's Turbo Jetvac. Twin Blade Chop Chop, you kind of saw that one coming. Phantom Cinder. Fire Element, note that we've got Lava Barf Eruptor, and then Firebone Hot Dog. Frino, his actual pose is kind of hard to see, but looks pretty good. And then, of course, other thing I had some people, debating was, oh, well, if it's a light core, it's not going to have the regular pose. You can see that, with Warnado, but on the flip side, it looks like if it's a new character, they are going to have, standard issue procedure. They're going to have a regular character. Of course, I got word of that at E3 when we realized he was light core. I said, hey, is there going to be regular? Same with Star Strike. So that's the good news there. But again, if you want to see this better, I'll have the pictures up on the blog. If you really want to see it good, go into GameStop. Made my rounds tonight, again, primarily because I thought I was going to pick up Pumpkin Eye-Brawl, and that didn't happen. But Target didn't go in Toys R Us, but Target didn't really have jack. They did finally restock. This is like the first time in months they've actually had a decent stock of Skylanders. No variants or anything. I did check. That's really why I go every week and check. Another store I ran into is not nationwide. They really don't move much stock. I think a lot of people don't even know they're sold there still. But looked like someone had tried to steal the Drobot's code or sticker sheet. But then the interesting thing, there was a drill sergeant that was sealed, and it actually had the little instruction sheet somehow had gotten up in front of him. Checked it over, it was completely sealed, just kind of an oddity thing. Would have bought them, but they weren't on sale, so I took a picture, and it saves me, $9.99 or whatever they are there. But I'll post that up on the blog. I know people get into like the, factory error type stuff. That's not a big deal. It's really just kind of more one of those freak things, and what was strange about it, there wasn't like torn packaging. His name tag wasn't bent up. The bottom was perfect. So just kind of one of those freak things. If you do check, you eventually find stuff like that, or a broken figure, or someone upside down or sideways, But again, the main thing here, actually the box looked pretty cool. Any hardcore fan will be into that. You knew the story, know the characters pretty much. But Thornhorn Camo, we have the name. Know he's back now. The pose looks really, really good. But again, some of you may not have known about Scratch or Smolder Dash. I think Smolder Dash was able to be talked about. But anyway, like I said, it's kind of one of those deals. There's been so much information that's been leaked incidentally. It's one of those things, if I come in and take the information and spread it to you, it might be preferred that it wasn't known past the people that originally found it, etc. So I've had a lot of people, email me, PM me, DM me on Twitter. It's like, hey, do you not know about this? The answer is yes. I'm just not. I'm basically withholding the information out of respect, to Activision and keeping a surprise. Like I said, a while back in the first time, if there's stuff you missed out on, don't worry. It's pretty cool. I think you're going to be happy. But again, if you want to see it with your own eyes, head into your local GameStop. It should be there. Like I said, when I was in last Wednesday, I based my life around not missing the kickoff to the NFL season last week. Did not have the promotional boxes, and like I've said before, a lot of times you'll pick them up like the Pokemon ones or Mario games. Backside will be blank. It's just kind of like, hey, this is coming, pre-order it. They had, the poster for their Dark Starter Pack. They didn't have anything with it. And then when I was walking out tonight, I was kind of bummed out I didn't get to pick up Pumpkin Eye-Brawl. But on the flip side, I happened to just kind of glance back at the Skylanders section, and I saw, like, hey, I don't remember that box being there. And like I said, this is what was on there. So really the big highlights, you get a look at Frino's pose, Firebone Hot Dog, we got his adjectives down. Twin Blade Shot, that was kind of expected. I don't know what else Twin Blades would imply. Turbo Jetvac, like I said, that looks like a pretty sweet pose to me. Hornblast Whirlwind, I'm zooming in on her now on my phone. It's almost just like she's got a gold breastplate and kind of horn piece, kind of like you see on Bash's Series 2. One of those things I'll probably need to see in person. Of course, don't know where Warnado lights up. I'm assuming it'll be the Tornado. That should be pretty freaking awesome. Getting Thornhorn Camo, I know that's going to go over well with everyone, resonate well. And then Scratch, kind of hard to really zoom in and see much detail there, but should go over well with people just like Thornhorn Camo. So again, I will have the pictures up on the blog. Everything you saw here in the video, I put it out in HD. If you still can't see it like you want to, just go to the blog. If you still can't see it, well, my apologies. That's the best I could do. I didn't walk in with a huge camera. I wasn't expecting to see anything. That said, if I do go back tomorrow, if I can get up there before the rains come, I'll try to take the iPad in or something like that. I know most of the employees, I don't think they'll care. But if I can, I'll try to get better pictures. I don't think these are too bad. I just don't know what they'll look like in the video. And then lastly, what was I going to say? Something important. Castaways Newlanders is coming. Clearly, I haven't been able to do that because of the internet. My apologies there. Same with the Series 2 upgrades. I guess I should have released those when I first uploaded them. At the time, I didn't know I was going to lose internet for several days. But all that stuff, you're basically going to get flooded with it here before too long. So be on the lookout for that. But again, if the blog pictures don't work for you, or you're really curious and want to see it with your own eyes, just head into your local GameStop. If they don't have these out yet, they should. Another reason to head in there, again, I'm not making it up, Pumpkin Eye-Brawl is real. I think it was on Twitter or some comment I made. I told people, hey, it's out in Canada. That's how I got the information. How he appeared in the game, etc. So still a lot of people that don't believe that to be true. It is. Like I said, I pre-ordered him last week. They have my money. I expected to have the figure today. That didn't happen. I'll try to get it tomorrow. But again, I'll probably just extend the pictures into this time. I've rambled for you. But like I said, head to GameStop. They should have the boxes there. The 11th was the date for Pumpkin Eye-Brawl. I live fairly close to the distribution center here in Texas. Since I don't have them, I'm assuming everyone else doesn't either. That said, it should be coming. Maybe I should get him tomorrow. If that's the case, I'm a one-day UPS ground transit from the Grapevine headquarters, so no big deal. Just kind of do the math there, just whatever UPS times are from the Dallas area for you. But again, he was to be out the 11th. Didn't happen. I'll call tomorrow. If I get a chance, I'll try to run up there and get him so I can do the unboxing. But he is real. Again, I can't stress that enough. He's not made up. It's not some Halloween prank. It's really Pumpkin Eye-Brawl. So once I have the figure, anyone else is still doubting it and doesn't believe people in Canada for some crazy reason, I'll put everyone's minds at ease, I guess. But again, if you have not pre-ordered Pumpkin Eye-Brawl or checked in on them, go ahead, head up to your local GameStop. I think they're getting them just, I don't know how long, maybe 2-3 weeks ahead of the other stores from what I understand. But shouldn't be anything crazy. It'll be a great gift for Halloween, particularly if your kids are into Skylanders, obviously. But go ahead, head up there, see if you can still pre-order them or, put in a reservation, etc. And while you're there, check out the display. You can kind of see those characters listed. So I will leave it at that. I've still got Castaways Newlanders to do from quite some time ago, so since I have internet, I'll try to take advantage of the connection. But questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube. However, for a quicker response, I suggest you use the blog oneofwisdom.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here next time.